Everything you see here is strictly informational. Forex is a high-risk business. Please do not place trades with more money than what you don't have. Please do not trade other people's money. Do not borrow any money than what you cannot trade with. And please take everything that I say as a personal opinion. I am not considered a financial advisor. I'm not considered a broker. I am just one here simply recording my journey along learning the markets. Alright guys, so on another update, if you will, on the RSI crypto strategy. Got an alert on my phone and it said again XRP was crossing a certain threshold, and so I decided to jump in a trade again. And so we'll go ahead and just take a look at it. Why not? Let's just go ahead and see what is going on here. Alright, so this is I should have still have the one in from earlier, right? And then I got the notification here that I think I set an alarm somewhere like right around, well, I guess it had to be right here, huh? That it was nearing the fact that it was going to be oversold. So I took a look at it and looked at the RSIs at that same exact time. They looked to be around 9 apart from the 16 to the 29. The strength of the 16 was 34.22, the 29 was 43.63. Actually, it may have been a little bit later. I want to say I gave it some time because I did wait. It may have been this one when I jumped in. This seems a bit more like it because, yeah, about 10 apart. But again, the spread was not my friend. So the price was right around here. Probably somewhere around the 27555 range. But it had, whenever I entered the trade, it has me at 27651. All right. Now I'm giving it the same stop loss as I had the last one, which it is different, I guess you could say, or is good. But then again, it leaves me a lot more room because there still could be some pullback, and but we're already seeing a little bit of an increase here. So far, I know that whenever I first jumped in, it was like, it's like 6 pips or something like that. It's like 6.3 pips, or is what the spread is. The lowest it got was like 8.3, something like that. So probably a couple pips from like here to here, something like that, since I entered. So right now I'm still at, again, I'm still doing low lot sizes. Still pondering on if I should throw in an extra lot size in case it does go my way and I want to stay in it and I can, close out one and just leave it going. But just giving you a live update. It is 12:57 Central Time. But yeah, here it is, the strategy again, and I'm gonna see if it works. But yeah, just giving you a live update on this, just so you know, I'm not pussyfooting around. I'm actually meaning what I say and saying what I mean whenever I'm trying to develop the strategy. Again, I made the marks of all the different time frames. Here, let me lower this RSI down a little bit, and let's go through the time frames. It looks like it dropped a little, but what I'm expecting is, I probably jumped in a little bit early, and I'm expecting probably probably it to be a little bit more oversold, but then again, and this may have to do with the strategy as well. It probably will be a little bit more oversold, but then again, the RSIs are going to start to be closer together, because once it takes time for this to start flattening out, those RSIs are going to start pulling together. Because basically the difference in the RSIs, what that's going to mean is that's going to mean that there was a big sudden move, right? It means it, because the RSI 16 means it goes back 16 bars. The RSI 29 means it goes back 29 bars. So in a 5 minute chart, that's not a whole lot of bars. So that means that there was a sudden quick move. Sudden quick move usually means it moves away from a moving average really quickly, and that's why I wanted to jump in, because it did. It crossed the MA50 again. It is getting near the MA200. I probably could have waited until it tested it. But then again, who knows? I may have jumped in at the right time. The MA200 could be coming up, and it could be testing it right at that time. So I don't know. All I know is that it met my criteria. Like I said, I probably could have waited maybe just a little bit longer, but then again, I don't know if I would have actually gotten a better position than what I'm in right now. So far it's in a good position. Even though it's moving up, it's not really showing anything on my screen that it has been moving, which is really, really odd. But I know it's moving because it's showing here it's moving. It just may not be moving a whole lot, to where MT4 isn't giving XRP, especially in a 5 minute chart. This is kind of minuscule, but it is a little bit. Anyways, again, going back to the time frames. Go ahead and lower this down a little bit. So I went back to the 4 hour. And let's just go ahead and go to auto here. And again, as you can see, I marked, and somehow 2 of the time frames got the same color. I don't know how, but got the 4 hour here, the 50 just right above it, which is a little. It's in my profit zone, but then again, the last time it got above the 50. Before it went back down. 200 right here. This could probably honestly be a target that I could leave it at, somewhere in this 200, because if anything, especially on a 4 hour time frame, it's probably going to try to retest that 200 before it makes a move back down. So I may just wait until this crosses. I may be up all night, but I may wait until it crosses, until it gets a good portion into profit, and may move my my profit or may move my stop loss into profit, and then just hope it continues. Now if we go to the 3 hour, this one moves just below the price level. The 50 does, the 200 quite a little bit above the 4 hour. If we go to the 2 hour, here we go, the 200 is up here in the red, and also the 50 is way down here on the 27219 mark. If we get to the 1 hour, it's interesting, a lot of these lined up, especially the 50s. The 50s started lining up right around this 27200 area. 27207 is where this 50 was. 200 is 27740. So also my take profit zone. So my 200s are coming in slowly. So this could be one of those areas to where, and this is also where I'm looking at the RSI on all of these time frames. I want to go back and look at that too, because I think this is a positive note as to why we're seeing some strength, or we're seeing, I'm getting this pullback. I'm getting the notification on the 5 minute chart. I'm jumping in, but I'm also looking at the RSIs on these time frames, and they're at or near 50, right? So RSI on the 16 at the 4 hours, 51, 29 is 47. So that tells me it's gaining strength. It's not losing strength. It could be a sign that it could get enough strength, or at least once it gets up to this 200, it has enough strength to push through it. Same thing with the 3 hour, has a little bit more strength here, 53 to 49, from 16 to 29. We go to the 2 hour, RSI has 55 and 51, 16 and 29. The 1 hour has 56 and a 54. But again, once we get to the 30-minute, it probably drops down just a little bit. 52, 54, not too bad. 15 probably drops down a little bit more. 50 and 46, 29, 16. And then, as you can see, it kind of shifts, so the I think it was the 4 hour to where the 16 was definitely a lot stronger than the 29. Yeah, the 51 to 47. Once we get down to the 5-minute, it's the opposite. The 16 is a lot less strength than the 29, and it's because of that quick sudden movement, right, on the 5-minute chart. That's what you're seeing, and that's why we're getting the RSI. So I think we're in a good spot. Again, it didn't where I jumped in this time, but on this pullback, it didn't. I could have left my old one running, instead of closing it out, because it did not cross my entry zone from where I entered this time. And as you can see, it's already starting to pull up. Again, I do expect a pullback. I'm not for sure how much farther we'll pull back. But hopefully this strategy that I've gotten myself involved in, hopefully it's going to develop, and we'll see it. I definitely think. I mean, right now this is my take profit level, my target, and it's only because it was the high from the last time. If anything, we should expect a little bit of an increase. If we're gonna be, if we want to look at Fibonacci, and which I do kind of want to take a look at that right now to see what we can expect. Fibonacci from this one to this one, right? Where did it come back to? It came back to the 50. I should probably pull it around the other way so I know, so I can put some target levels on it. So what target levels did it hit for this one? If we throw a Fibonacci on it, let's go with style. Let's see if it hit the 1618. Move this over. It did not hit the 1618. It 1414. 1414. It nailed the 1414. Wow. Okay. So if we are going to do the same thing, right? But that was at the 50 level, right? Moved it to the 1414. This one actually pulled back to the 618, or it would be the 618, but since I have it flipped around, it pulled back to the 382, which means we could be seeing something, the further the pullback, usually the further the jump. But maybe to play it safe, it could be the 414. It could be the I think I have some custom ones in here too. 272 maybe. I actually have the 1.11. That's usually my go-to, or the 1.14. So we could see any of these play out. If I had 3 of these going, and I had different TP levels, this would probably be my go-tos. I don't think I would go for the 1618. Probably would have done that a long time ago back here maybe, but then even then, whenever this one was here, I didn't get that oversold, so I wouldn't have jumped in here. I wouldn't have known to jump in here. So I will probably again, this one, the reason I took the profit here was because it got oversold at 10, and like I said, I could have left it. It eventually did go up, hit a new high, so I think that's what we're going to see on this one. Where we're going to hit a new high, I am not for sure. I think I'll either shoot for target to the 272 or the 1.1. I will continue and let you guys know, and we'll see where we end up with this. But anyways, that was what I wanted to give you guys an update on. Just doing it again, and we'll see what's going to happen in real time. Who knows? Again, if you want to see some more on this, want to see me, keep developing the strategy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Tell your peoples that there's a new strategy out there that we're trying, and hopefully it's gonna work. Because if it works, then we're all gonna make some money together. Just giving you an update. I'll probably make another video that's going to be attached to this one. I don't think this is going to be a full video that I'm going to be putting out there. Just some random information that you probably didn't need to know, and that you probably didn't care to know anyway, because you're just going to get another video and you're going to see the ending of it, and that's what it's going to be. So I'm going to stop it here, and we'll see what happens whenever I either close the trade, or if I don't close the trade, or who knows what's going to happen. We'll figure it out later. Okay, thanks guys. Peace. All right, update once again, because I have to, because I promised you guys. And even though it is no longer August 29th, it is now August 30th. This trade happened on August 29th, so I'm going to leave that date on the little logo thing, or the opening thing, as August 29th. But anyway, so let's go ahead and check out what happened to Ripple. Alright, so let's go to the chart. Sorry, I just woke up. It is now 9:10 a.m. on August 30th. And, yeah, that is what happened. So, I entered here again where the blue line was. So it was somewhere around 12:35. I think I was talking to you guys somewhere around 12:57, something like that, 12:50, after I had entered. And then I woke up in the middle of the night, somewhere around 4, and it had just done this. I wasn't too worried, because I saw that it hit the 0.382. So I was like, okay. I was like, or what would be, the 618, whatever. It would be that going the opposite direction, but I left that up because we were talking about, what level it would hit. Would it hit the 414 again, or if I was going to go for the 618? I didn't go for either. I actually put it at 2,800, just because it was a big round number. I could have left it at 272, like I thought I was going to, and it would have actually hit. But I didn't leave it there. I pulled it about 4 pips back, and it actually hit the target. And as you can see, what happened is that I didn't wait for it to cross the other EMA, right? So the other EMA. So if I would let it cross the 200, it happened again. So at this point in the strategy, right here, the RSI 16 was at 27, and the RSI 29 was at 35.91. So that is a big difference of about 8 points. So it happened again. So actually, this would have been the perfect spot to enter, to be honest, because it had crossed both MAs, right? And it also hit, it got below oversold, right? And the difference was about 7, 8 or more. So it was 8, and then yeah, that would have been the perfect time to enter, but it was also in the middle of the night, and when I checked it, I think I got up around 4:30 or something like that. So it was just starting to move back up. So I thought about putting another lot size in there, but I didn't even think to put this on there. But I'll throw a little screenshot of my MT4, just to show you guys that I did bullet sugar on this one too. Again, it was a 0.01 lot size, so it wasn't like it was a huge difference to to making anything. But again, just testing out the strategy to see if it works. And as you can see, it does. The cool thing is when you look at this on the 4-hour, so you actually caught a huge jump on the 4-hour chart on this. So yeah, I'm liking this strategy. Again, I don't know if it had to do with all the different MAs being below it, I actually pulled my, I changed my stop loss. I changed my stop loss to be below the other MAs. Most of these were like the 50 MAs. Some were 200, but most were 50. Just in case it was going to pull all the way back, I think those MAs would have served as some kind of bounce back purpose to keep moving forward. The cool thing was is that it pushed it. Well, if we look at the five again, it came up. This blue line here is the the 50 on the 4 hour. So as you can see, that acted as resistance. It came up, hit that 50, bounced back, and then it used the both the 200 and the 50 on the 5 minute as another resistance point to continue moving on. So it was like a slingshot effort. Again, if I had waited till it crossed both MAs instead of just one, I would have been in a better position, because again, it did use that RSI, that difference between 7-8, something like that, would have been a better position to enter rather than over here. But hey, it still worked out. Again, my directional bias was a buy because as you can see, it's been going in an uptrend. It wasn't in an uptrend up until the 27th or something like that. So before that, to be honest, if I'm looking at this, say on a 4 hour chart, and I'm looking at it this way, I probably wouldn't have known which direction to trade, to be honest. But since I did see that it did drop a pretty good ways, and in that it was coming back up, you can kind of see the directional bias that I chose. So whenever I started doing this, it was somewhere, I got both of them in here, so it's kind of hard to see, but as you can see, the lowest point that I did get was probably somewhere around 25467. By the time I started trading, it got to the 2750 mark. So directional bias was definitely going up. So that's why I chose to buy rather than wait till it get oversold and sell. So that was another huge part. Again, I don't know if all the MAs on this side have something to do with it, but maybe it did. Again, I'm going to keep fleshing this out, but just to wake you guys up and show you that, hey, this it worked again. It worked on the next pullback, and I'll probably continue to see what it does on the next pullback. So who knows? Anyways, if you guys like what I'm doing, you guys want to support my work, hit the subscribe button for more. It is Sunday and market is going to be opening today. Hopefully I can get some videos out before the end of the day, doing some analysis. I know I've been saying I'm going to do it, but I've actually been focusing more on the strategy than anything. So I'll be working on those videos hopefully, and I'll get you some before the market opens. Hopefully, actually within a couple hours. I got some stuff to do today. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and hope you enjoy, and I'll see you guys later.